Good morning, YouTube. I'm here with the Eddie Horvath and just Mark.
Retired Mark.
And I'm retired Mark. And if anybody come out to the Bunyan show and read the tag that Mark had on it, said just.
Yeah.
There was no Mark. All right, we got some super thankses here, and this was from a couple weeks ago since we had the Bunyan show. And this guy here, I don't know, this is your title, JIBRTD46CZ. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whiskey Dale.
Thanks, Whiskey Dale.
Greg Samosna.
Greg.
Russ Oles. And I gotta call you, Russ, see how things are going. We got a lot of nice spruce. Scott Sapino. And a hi to Lydia. Someone left me a comment on the firewood video to say hi to Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
Hi, Lydia. So, anyhow, it was a great success at the Bunyan show. Thanks again. I mentioned that on the video of doing sawing the walnut here. And if you watch yesterday's video, when I dug that walnut out of that log, the answer is no. I'm not going to take a chance. We found blue stains on the end of the log, and on further investigation, the metal detector was getting hits from way down deep because it will make a real loud beep if the metal's close to the surface. The deeper it gets, you'll just get a little hum. And that means there's metal probably in there a foot deep, and we just had that blade redone.
And there's no sense in having a metal detector unless you're going to trust it.
You got to trust your equipment, and that probably saved us several hundreds of dollars, if not more, and the time to change the bits. And yeah, it's just not worth it. So what do we have going instead?
Lowboy decking.
All right.
We're going to call it 2x10, but it's actually 1.5 inches by 9.5 because it's going back on a trailer.
Yeah.
Big old pinnoke, and it's pretty straight.
16 foot long.
16 foot.
And it's going to be a one log, mono log video. And ZZ, has anybody heard from ZZ, by the way?
I haven't heard from him.
And I'll tell you what, can he still run? When that sheriff come up behind him, and he took off like a scared rabbit. So I don't know, I haven't heard nothing from him. So.
I thought you got a phone call.
No, I haven't. So
I mean,
if anybody knows where ZZ's at, please get in touch with us.
Tell him to let us know what he's up to.
Yeah, we're worried about him. So
well, this isn't going to get it done.
Let's get going.
Go.
All right, let's cut some decking. And it's one of them days where it's hot and then cold. All right, go through my checklist here. Let's wake the doggies up from their nap for George. And I did put the fourth loader arm in action. It's 16 foot long. We don't saw it that often, but you need a 4-block mill to do it. Oh, I think we can get it on there. I'm going to just pull back a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take advantage of how it's sitting. You can see how I got it sort of sketched out. Oh, it's not going to work. Let's go back up around. And that looks pretty darn good there. I'm just trying to get maximum out of this. We don't have much 16-foot stock laying around here. All right, let's just open this bad boy up and see where we end up with. So I'll pull a little bit of 4/4 off until we get down to where we want to be. Gotta go meet a customer out there real quick. So at that point, let's just flatten that top down. We're at a good point to do that. All that, or I could, nah, let's flatten it out. That's not gonna be. Oh, I don't know if we're. Let Eddie hide that up here real quick. I cannot see behind her and I don't want a mirror. That wouldn't help me a bit. He says it's good, we're going with it. I'm just trying to get this thing down to a parallel cant. On my line, so let me take off one more piece of 4/4, and I think I can rob inch and a half off of one face. That's what I wanted to see. See if we can pull that little piece of crap off the top there. It just split out there, Ed. You could probably yank that off, but and that's little Ronnie. We have Donnie, and that is Ronnie. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. When we are bucking that piece split off. Alright, let's lay it down and flatten her up a little bit. Bit in. Be some premium decking, that's for sure. All right, let's bring the face that's up out. take us down to 9.5. Let's look for the laser here. There's the laser. Let's see where we're at. Just starting to touch. So I'm going to take a piece of 4/4 off. Edge one out of there, so I'm going to take 1.5 board off. We got a ways to go, so let's take another one. Then we're going to go back to the other face eventually. Alright, let's work north and south a little bit before this thing becomes way too wide to deal with. I got to adjust my laser again. Every once in a while it gets out of whack, but we can deal with it. Alright, I got to make a little cleanup cut. Oh, let's try something like that. Alright, that's clean. Let's go to the other face. Boom. That's for George. Somewhere. I'm trying to get enough of a face to edge out. I don't know how it's going to work. I think so. Work at top down and get our 9.5-inch can. We're gonna have a little bit of edger cam on this video. Boomy! One doggy is not it'll be alright though. That one doggy don't want to come out far enough. Probably a little weak spring on that thing. Not going to get a full board out, I don't believe. Let me hit a full set and see where we end up at. Oh, we're about right where we need to be. Let me give them a minute to get caught up. Why he's cutting it in half? Yeah, but it's technical. I hope that's not the one board we're short. I don't think we're going to be short, but all right, let's get out 9.5, make some man glitter. And we're ready to start slicing them off. Here we go. Our flicker. Yeah, I gotta adjust that laser. A minute. They're hauling them all the way out of the building because it's easier to deal with. Absolute pith, I believe. So let's roll it back one more time. We'll leave out the dog board if it doesn't come out good. So let's clean this up a little bit. I seen there was some bowing going on, so we're just going to take off a little sliver to get a good true board. See how fat it got at the end? That would have been in the deck. minute. We're going to cut it anyway, take it down 1.5 inches. That's pretty close. We just hit a dog or something. I don't know if there was metal in there or not. We're going to find out. There's metal in there. Well, here you are, everybody. I still got the camera running. And we did not hit a dog. Have to pull this off and see what the heck. I think there's some metal in there. But you can see the underside of that dog. We're nowhere near. Huh. Yep, when you think you're clear, something in the middle. But we'll catch you here at the end. Interesting end. Well, there it is, 16-foot pinnoke decking. And if you start adding up the price per board foot, this decking here definitely got a little expensive. But when we look at the end of this log here, this is where the pith is. And that log being as fat as it was, and here it is, dun 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 dun. Well, there it is. So that nail or whatever it is was sitting on an angle, and when that saw caught it, it come all the way down through it. I thought I'd hit the bottom dog. That was my initial assessment. And then that's why I took the camera out to show you how they actually work and how much, there's more room there than you realize. So them dogs, and they're retracted. That's why I always tell everybody, you know, when you're done, put the dogs in. And yeah, that's the way it works. You can come on over here, Mark, get in the shot here. And yeah, so we didn't have Hank today. Hank is up
Hank's at the pumpkin patch.
If anybody's from the Pittsburgh area, go up to Janoski's
and visit Hank.
And visit Hank. He does the, they do the haunted hay rides.
Yeah.
And I think he does the narration.
I think he said it's something about being dressed up as a giant pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'll be watching Hank.
But yeah, if you want to go up to Janoski's up in Clinton, Pennsylvania on the weekend and say hi to Hank. And also, I'll take you over here for a second. And we ended up with 14 bits, so I will bring you along when I go ahead and pull the chipped broken bits. The good news is, you know, if you want to call this good news, is I didn't do no damage to the shoulder of this saw. So this saw has really it has not got an effect by the impact of that. Now when you hit something really big, sometimes it'll take the bit completely out and it will start busting these shoulders off. When you get into that, you basically have ruined your saw. It's a real bad day, but yeah, we were just trying to milk that last little piece out.
Normally we'd do it and then we wouldn't have an issue.
And away it went. So if you enjoyed this wreck of a video, please give it the thumbs up, and you know, hit the like button, give it, you know, like I said, thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And this kind of ruined your snack video. We had a nice snack, but the snack becomes Friday Eve. We've got some nice white oak we're going to be putting on the mill. I'll get the saw bits here by probably Tuesday, and we'll go ahead and change them, sharpen the saw, and we'll be back in the saddle. So, hey, thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
All right.